There's never been more options to choose from in the world of e-bikes, but which are the best electric bikes of 2023? In this video, we chose 5 e-bikes we've deemed the best electric bikes of 2023. Some of these e-bikes are new for this year, but some are all reliables that are tried, tested, and still hold true as the best in their class. As with every list of best e-bikes, ours has some nuance as to why a specific bike was picked, ranging from value and componentry to overall ride feel. We've also leaned heavily on e-bikes we've tested in-house, though there are a few e-bikes here that were picked based on merit and reputation alone. Whether you're looking for the best e-bike for older riders, the best electric commuter bike, or the best electric beach cruiser, this list will point you towards what we think are the best in each category. Most e-bike companies produce a wide array of models. They may have a cruiser, a commuter, an all-terrain model, and may even have a cargo e-bike. Hemiway has gone a little different direction. Every one of their e-bikes sports fat tires at least 4-inch wide, making the cushy ride of a fat bike a signature part of their appeal. Hemiway delivers in 4 key areas on nearly all of the bike in their lineup. The bikes are big, fast, provide all-day battery life, and they don't break the bank. So what makes them so good for big and tall riders? Well, the heavier a bike's payload, rider plus load, the more power is required to move the rider. Having an exceptionally sizable battery offers a rider some reassurance that they can do a full commute and not worry about running out of battery. And an 840 watt-hour battery is uncommon on bikes going for less than $2,000. The hallmark of a Hemiway bike is the motor hits the pavement fast and hard. The larger batteries enable the programming to hold little back as there is plenty of battery to draw from. So when the bike promises class 3 speeds, it will get there regardless of how heavy a rider or payload on the bike is. It's quicker than most on hills too. With wider tires, you find more stability and comfort, and the 26 by 4.0 tires are plenty wide. We like that they include lights and a rear rack to make the Hemiway Cruiser as versatile as possible. It makes for a pretty killer value on the bike all around. You don't have to be a bigger or taller rider to appreciate what the Hemiway Cruiser can do, but it definitely checks that particular box on our list of the best electric bikes. It may not be the fanciest or highest spec'd folding electric bike on the market, but by golly, it's hard to deny the popularity and value of the Lectric XP 3.0. The Electric Bike Report staff is always watching for e-bike sightings out in the wild. We like to know what people are riding and why, and Lectric XP series is arguably our most frequent sighting. It's popular for very good reasons. Not only is it remarkably cheap in terms of price, not feel, at just about $1,000, it's actually a terrifically fun e-bike. This is Lectric's 3rd iteration of their XP folding fat tire e-bike. This new version, released in 2022, comes with a 500-watt motor, a suspension fork, mechanical disc brakes on 180mm rotors, and a 48-volt, 10.4 ampere-hour battery that has a pretty decent range for its size. Toss in recent additions like a rack that can support 150 pounds and a body with the right accessory package, revamped contact points that are softer and more. That spec sheet on its own is quite value-packed at this price, but we're not recognizing this bike for its components. We like it for its ride. The XP 3.0 is a meaty little folding bike that reminds me of those old Honda 3-wheelers popular back in the late 80s. It's not super fast or overly nimble, but it romps around like no other and feels like it won't let you down. The Lectric XP 3.0 stole our hearts for its sheer affordability and fun factor. To be clear, there are more premium folding bikes that cater to different needs, but this one seems like the people's champion for affordable folding e-bikes. Of all the e-bikes listed on this best electric bikes list, there may not be a more affordable and versatile one of the bunch. The Rad Power Bike's Rad Runner Plus exists somewhere between a small cargo e-bike and a peppy commuter, and frankly, we're in love with it. Its moped-style seat, small wheels, built-in rear rack, and semi-ridiculous BMX handlebars give the Runner Plus a quirky style that takes a little getting used to. But when you're on the bike, it all just makes sense. It handles quick despite its 74.3-pound heft, and its funky frame design is actually functional. Rad's built Bucco accessory options that either attach to the rear pannier-style rack, and they make a big tank-style box that fits between your legs. It's powered by a 750-watt rear hub motor and a 672 watt-hour battery that's situated below the seat, which offer plenty of oomph for carrying people, cargo, or just quickly getting around town. There's also a twist throttle, and the Runner Plus comes with a bench seat mounted to the rear rack and foldable foot pegs that make it pretty comfortable to take a friend. It's not just one of our favorite e-bikes, but it feels hands down like one of the year's best electric bikes. We think the Rad Runner Plus is a spectacular option for anyone looking for one bike that can do a little of everything. So Class 2 speeds aren't your thing? Well, say hello to a top-notch Class 3 commuter that will keep pace with traffic without breaking the bank. Ride 1UP's 700 series found its way to our best electric bikes list because we're still scratching our heads how they pack this much value into an electric commuter bike. Notice some of the names and numbers that jumped off the spec sheet to us. A 720 watt-hour Samsung battery, 750 watt motor with 60 nanometer of torque, Tektro dual-piston hydraulic brakes, 100mm travel suspension fork, Schwalbe Supermoto X 27.5 by 2.4 tires, and an 8-speed Shimano Acura drivetrain. Not to mention, they toss in all the typical trappings one hopes to find on a commuter with integrated lights, fenders, and a sturdy rear rack for your panniers. The real kicker though, it feels like a bit of a steal considering that most affordable full-package commuters cost $200 to $300 more. The value here is off the charts, as is the fun factor. Rad Power Bikes really overhauled the latest iteration of their uber-popular commuter. The Rad City 5 Plus came equipped with a host of new parts on top of a freshly redesigned look. We were such fans of how the new Rad City came together that it easily sprang to our minds to be included on our list of best electric bikes. The aesthetics upgrade is apparent. Rad swapped an exterior battery pack for a semi-integrated frame-mounted battery. The modern paint job on a classic Dutch-styled bike is a marriage that works quite well too. Rad also employed the use of a dual display setup we rarely see, which breaks up the information in a good way. Powering the bike is a 672 watt-hour battery and a 750 watt geared rear hub motor. Rad has dialed in the electronics to smoothly engage while riding and keep the rider comfortable and in control. Not only does it roll well, but it stops well too. We tested both the step-through and high-step versions of the Rad City Plus's frame, and in both brake tests, the Rad City was among the top performers in bikes we've ever tested. The nut hydraulic disc brakes with 180mm rotors perform very well and seem like the right spec choice. Add in the 59.5 pounds capacity rear rack, 50mm suspension fork, fenders, and front and rear integrated lights, and this e-bike will check nearly all the boxes on your commuter wish list. Thank you for joining us today, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content. Until next time.